Welcome back to the grind for another Abyss guide for the Carina's Challengers Path 3 playlist. Now, Void was a huge hitter for this run. He put in a lot of work for me. I'd never actually used Void in any content before. I took him to rank 5 for this run, and I kind of went into it thinking I'll only use him when necessary. And he actually put in so much work for me, not the least of which being this fight, making it an easy solo. And it's like this is one of the easiest Abyss fights. There's actually a couple easy cheesy ones on this path, which I was happy about. The Warlock versus Bishop one was a lot of fun, and this is another one. And you just do Void. You just play Void. You don't even have to throw special ones. You can just let the time put the debuffs on, get the Fear of the Void up, get more debuffs. And then obviously the special one helps. So you do want to throw the special one when you can, or even the special two. Why not get a couple extra debuffs on? But look, once you've got your debuffs up, we got lucky with two of those petrifies or pacifies there. Sorry for confusing those all the time. But he's got that constant regeneration, and so you're just constantly tearing him down. You don't have to do much. You just have to stay alive and throw special ones. And Old Man Logan is not the hardest defender. He doesn't really have any mechanics that make him challenging. His special attacks are easy to evade. You just outdistance them. His heavy attack is a close range 2-hit thing. You just outdistance it. There's nothing really challenging about this fight unless you throw things into the block like that, but thankfully we didn't get countered. If you don't know how Void works, you apply those debuffs. He has those heal reversal debuffs, and then if you have Despair, I had 2 out of 3 Despair for this run. The Despair allows the other debuffs to also further reverse the regeneration. Once you get Fear, all 6 of the debuffs up, then you'll convert them into Fear of the Void, which gives you the effects of all of them. Plus, then you can stack more debuffs, so you can amplify the effects of all the debuffs once you get all the debuffs back up again. It's a little bit RNG dependent because you want to get those heal reversal debuffs up as early as possible, but you don't have control of which ones come first. And parrying as much as possible adds another debuff to then further reverse the regeneration. So that's why I'm doing lots of parrying. And when I have 5 to 6 debuffs up, I try to avoid throwing the special one while Fear of the Void and 5 or 6 debuffs are up, because then I can keep those maximum reversals as much as possible, and parry as much as possible to keep that extra debuff on as often as possible. Or you can push up to special 2. It'll apply 2 power stings, I believe, or it's 2 degens. I'm not exactly sure, I forget. But it's 2 extra debuffs, so you can further reverse the regeneration a little bit. And there's not a whole lot to this fight, so I'm kind of just rambling on. I contemplated not even putting this fight on, but hey, it's one of the rare Abyss solos that I get to showcase, so I figured somebody might want to just see it. I'm sure you can find this fight a bunch of times on YouTube, but I wanted to have a complete player. So there's a special 2 power stings. Look at that reversal there from the extra 2 debuffs we had on. Very nice, very nice. And then if he'll throw a special attack, we can get that power sting damage, which is somewhat minimal. Unfortunately, he did not throw it. And each extra debuff is adding about 500 damage to each of those red ticks, and there's so many of them happening every half second, so it's actually a decent bit of damage. Every time you parry, it's an extra 500 on each of those, and the special 2s, it's 2 extra debuffs, so that's very nice. Now I did skip a 10-second clip because I had a notification that I had up, that one of the ones that I can't silence. But look at that, 5,000 damage per tick there. Now it's gone down again. We went to Fear the Void, so it's no longer reversing, it's just stopping heal. Now we're applying those debuffs and slowly building up the damage again to finish off the last few percent. And we have a lot of hits left, skirmish charges left, I guess I should say. We're still waiting for that petrify to come up. As you can see, the RNG dependency of those debuffs kind of has an impact on the heal reversal, which is what makes some short duration heals challenging to control. But this is a very straightforward fight. I hope that it was helpful to see. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next video.